Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's segment, we will be featuring our top 8 contestant from the ARG Circuit Series. And introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Sittipong, but most people just call me City.
Nice. And at least now I know how to pronounce your name, because when I read it, I was like, I don't know how to say his name.
No one knows how to pronounce my name.
That's awesome. So talk about, we're going to go through the deck, and then he's going to talk to you about his experience in our match, because we actually just played each other, and we had 2 very good games, but one game was weird.
Yeah, cool. So I decided to go with the yellow Broly today instead of Super Sharon. And the reason why I wanted to use him is because you have access to tools like Shigesh and Bloodlust and Time Magic. So I thought more like the name of the plan is to get Path to Greatness out and then just control and defend. So that's the leader. If you don't know what he does, when he attacks on this side, you can take a life and you can draw a card. He untaps 2 when he awakens, and when he attacks, he draws, and he has 2 effects. Activate main, I could rest a card, so I can rest a blocker if I wanted to. And also, I could take a life and restand a battle card once per turn.
Nice.
She can't.
All right, guys.
Cool, so I'm just going to get some of the non-core stuff out of the way. I run 1 explosive Son Goku. Just in case, I do run 2 Shigesh, so worst case scenarios, I'll play this and it'll surprise a lot of people. But it's a 1-up, so I don't really see it that much.
Yeah.
I run 1 Bardock, just for Broly matchups and sometimes for AOD Boo. People are using this for tech these days. It's a great card and it's only overrun 5. No energy cost needed. I actually mainboarded 2 Crisis Crushers today.
Nice.
So my thought was I was going to come into a lot of skillless matchups. But I think I only faced 1 and it was a good win. But it did come in clutch. You know, you clear the Goku out and that's a struggle for them. So I mainboard 2 of those. Super combos, 2 Jackos, and 2 Shigesh.
That's the split, guys.
Yep, so the reason why I think most people play 2 Shigesh is because this deck also runs Planet Vegeta. I run 2, so essentially that's like 4 Shigesh in a way. If I don't draw the 2, I can find the 2. And then, you need the draw power.
Yep. And going back to this guy over here, the explosive, he can also search for it.
Yeah, and I also sideboard striving to be the best Vegeta. So most people don't see it come by because Shigesh into that and kill a barrier card, which sucks for like Majin Buu and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they're thinking they're safe. No, you're not.
Yeah. So that's that. I run 2 Fledgling Talent Pens.
This is very interesting.
Right.
Talk about it.
I got this influence from Ricardo. I forgot his last name, but he topped at the last ARG or PPG, whatever happened. I think the one you won, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he played, I think he played 3 of these, but it's a great way to feel the graveyard, so you can play Path to Greatness. And just get cards if you need to go through your deck.
Oh yeah,
so,
and it was working, guys.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so this helped me get game 1 against Anthony, actually. So it helped me fill my deck, fill my graveyard to bring out Path to Greatness.
Yep.
I love it. She's cute. And now we're gonna get into the core package of the deck. I run 3 Bardocks. And I run 2 Gohans. And I run 4 Path to Greatnesses. Oops. And I'll explain why. And
Definitely.
then, last but not least for this package, 2 more things. Of course, it's Victor Strike. I was gonna say it for last, but he was on top. I'm gonna get out of the way. And 4 Heightened Masteries.
Oh my
So I'm gonna
Lord.
explain the reason for these numbers.
All right.
So obviously I run 4 Sixes Herbs. I'll get into that later. The reason why I run 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, because I want to use successors. I want to have options for my successors. So I'll often have 1 or 2 of these in my hand all the time.
Okay.
And I'll just use the successors to get the 3rd piece. I feel like it makes it more consistent, and it helps my deck run better that way. And the reason why I run 4 Heightened Mastery instead of 3 is because I never get Heightened Mastery in my hand ever. So I need to run the max amount. I also run an extra card I'll explain later, Representative U7, that helps me search for it. And then this guy won me a lot of matches yesterday.
It beat me game 1.
Anthony game 1. He could have blocked the first attack, but I had another attack coming.
Yeah.
2 Victory Strike attacks is pretty good.
It's devastating.
Alright, so that's the main core of this deck. I'm just going to get into the rest of the battle cards real quick. 3 Genas. Free blocker when Bardock's on the field. It helps stall matches if I need to get through, if I'm going to be tapped out and can't use Nimbus. She helps me get through the turn.
Got you. Well, quick thing.
Sure.
This card is funny. When I read it, I totally forgot the other Gine's name, but I thought you were running the one that milled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I know what you're talking about. I know what she looks.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's running 3 of her. Makes sense. He could swap into her.
Oh, you saw you saw it on the thing, right?
Yeah.
On the deck list. Yeah, she helps me get through some turns. I run 2 Gotenks.
Nice.
Also borrowed from Cardo. If I ever need to attack a path to greatness, this is a great way to defend. I get 15k. Yeah. So that and final 2 battle cards, 2 Whis for Janembas for you.
Oh yeah, he put in work on.
There was
too.
a game 2. I had one of these out and one Mass Saint, and I could tell Anthony was thinking hard. He was thinking hard.
I managed to get out of it.
We'll go into that. Because that was a great game.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the battle cards. For extra cards, I run 4 Successor Hopes, like I explained earlier. I'll always have 2 of the cards at least, and I'll just use this one to get other pieces and just to cycle my deck.
Yeah.
No-brainer. 3 Bloodlusts. These come in clutch against Super Shenron, surprisingly.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I literally forced Anthony to use his leader ability to use Child's Wish and then just make him think about those actions. It's a great card. If you have a Frieza's Army leader, you gotta use this card. I run 2 Planet Vegetas, mostly to get Shigesh, but I'll also get the other pieces if I need them. But it's mostly just to get Shigesh. 2 Bad Rings. If you're playing Victor Strike, you need to play Bad Ring.
Absolutely.
If you're playing yellow, you need to play Bad Ring. I run 2 USAR representatives. So I played against a guy who used this against me, and I thought it was great to help me search for Heightened Mastery and Victor Strike. Ricardo also used it, so I'm going to say I got influence from a lot of people. But it's a great card. I run 4 Flying Nemesis and 2 Time Magics.
Nice.
So the reason behind this is because most of the time, Nimbus will save you in most matchups. Time Magic is good for attackers that restand, but I feel I'll give you 1 more attack, and that's usually better.
Yes, especially in this format.
Yeah.
Now we can talk a little bit about our games. Guys, we may not have time for the sideboard because I noticed...
Yeah. So game 1, it was a great game. I basically got into Victor Strike turn 4, and I comboed to like 55. Anthony did have enough combo to go over that, but he wouldn't have not been to withstand the next attack. But it was a great back and forth, and it was a great game. Game 2, Anthony went first, so he got a lot of his board set up. He did a lot of actions with 2 energy, like crazy amount of actions, because he decided in Haru Haru. Which, if you're playing against yellow, put in Haru Haru. I'm telling you now, because it's great. So he untapped a lot, and he set up the board. On my turn 3, I put down 2 cards. I put down Massain and Whis, and it forced him to think about like hard casting Crisis Crusher, and then also using Child's Wish to bring it back because I killed it.
Yeah, he negated me with Bloodlust, and I was like, oh man, this sucks.
Anthony, he fought through it, and I thought it was awesome. I'm like, how's he gonna get through this? But he got it through. He got through pretty easily. And then game 3, I'm gonna explain it because it was very weird. So we finished game 2 at the end of turns. So we had turns literally when we started. They didn't really clarify the rules on how the winner would be selected if we still have 8 life each. So it changed the way we played and what we mulliganed. And it even changed like who wanted to go first, because I had declared I wanted to go first before we did anything.
Yeah.
And then I always heard like how turns work, and I was like, can I go second? And
Yeah,
they were like,
second would have been a little better.
And they said, you already verbalized, because I don't get attacked first turn. And they said, I was okay with that. I did say it out loud. But then, like I said, it changed the way we play completely. You can talk more about it.
Exactly. Pretty much, like he was saying, it would have changed how we would have mulled. So our mulls would have been differently if we would have known the rules at that point, but we didn't. So we kind of just mulled for whatever that we would normally start off with. And then when we were explaining the rules, it was kind of like, well, I guess, we're going to just have to play like this. And I had more combo power. It just came down to combo power.
Yeah, I was doing it. I sold on my leader. I didn't use his effects. And I comboed like 20,000. He used a super combo and like...
And a 5K.
Yeah, 5K.
Haru actually.
Yeah. He didn't want to search his Dragon Ball because they're like half of them in his life. They're like, we don't know the rules. And I mulliganed for 2 Nimbuses. But, it is what it is. But it was a great match overall.
Definitely. Well, thank you being featured on the channel. It was awesome playing you. We're going to be seeing another player up and coming, dominating, and doing very well at events.
Hope so.
And as always, guys, this channel is all about you.